Today we talk about the return of the avocado, the ice-cold reception to the Winter Olympics, and the heartwarming wedding we attended this weekend. Spoiler alert, this wedding definitely won gold. If you're looking for groomsmen, hit us up at our Instagram or at our website, tiltednotstirred.com. I've got my toast ready.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
And together we are Tilted Not Stirred. So what has you guys feeling tilted today, guys? What's going on?
It's just been a chill week for the most part. I mean, we recorded last week's episode kind of late, so not much has happened. Except for one thing that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah. So for all those that were expecting the episode on Wednesday and y'all got it on Thursday, sucks to suck. Anyways, today we're recording at our normal time, which is good news. Hey. It is President's Day, so it was a long weekend. Very, very nice. But at my job, we even got to leave early on Friday, so good stuff. I love my job. I love where I work at. They're always hooking us up. So yeah, President's Day. What do people even do on President's Day?
Barbecues? Question mark?
Is that what they do?
I
never done that.
shittiest. Okay, hold on. I actually have a story about what I did for President's Day. I went to go return my suit, right, for the thing we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Went to go return it, and then I said, hey, it's a Monday. Maybe it might not be busy. And the stupid whore that I am, I went to In-N-Out. I went to In-N-Out, and holy shit.
It's a holiday. What did you expect?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Dude, there was like fucking 40 kids. I don't know where the fuck they all came from, but 40 legit kids were standing in line. And I was like, who the fuck are you kids? But it took like an hour and a half to get my food.
Why don't you just leave?
Because I really wanted In-N-Out, dude. And
There's
I said,
so many of them.
I said, you know what? I don't have shit to do. No, I was in Rancho, and I went to the Rancho one, and that one scared me. So I went to the one in Rialto, because I was just like, fuck it, I'll go to the one.
I see now. Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'll suck it up. I'll wait. It's not gonna be that long. And as I'm walking there, these fucking, I don't know, random 40 kids come up, and they stand in line in front of me, and I said, is it worth it? And I said, yeah, that's not much I had planned today. So I sat at an In-N-Out for too long. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
I just don't know. Because, for example, on Veterans Day, you would honor the veterans, right? And they have a whole ceremony at the White House, cool beans. But is there anything for President's Day?
Yes. You go out and buy a mattress or a car.
The President's Day sales. Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Cool. Okay. I guess that's what President's Day is. Just another sale. Just another marketing thing on the calendar. Cool. What did I do this weekend? So other than the wedding that we all went to, I dropped my mom off at the airport. She's in Mexico for 2 weeks. Can you believe that?
Damn, all right.
She just decides to go on vacation just like that. Like, I think I'll go to Mexico for a couple weeks.
See you.
You're like,
she earned it, dude.
Cool.
You guys are a bunch of dudes in the apartment now, right? So
yeah, I mean, it sucks for sure. I'm sure, like this upcoming week that we're currently in, there's gonna be stacks of pizza boxes. But yeah, she's gone for 2 weeks, which is normally very fine. But part of me also thinks that maybe 2 weeks is a little too long, mainly because not too long ago, she was telling me about how they're saving up for some like a big project that they're trying to do. And then, next week later, she's like, I'm going to Mexico. I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're not saving up anymore, are we? But
your parents are always like business oriented. I always admired that for them.
Yeah, they're trying, dude, which is admirable. Unfortunately, sometimes it feels like we're stuck on the trying phase a lot, but I
It
guess we're just
shows,
lucky
though.
that we're a loving family, and that whether things are going good or bad, we're always together, and
Dude, I always respected their grind, dude. They were photographers for a while.
yeah,
They're into selling cars for a while. Like they've done it all, man.
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. What about you, Edwin?
I just been on Saturday. I kind of just spent it preparing for the wedding. Let's see. Friday I took a pretty intense hike down to Chino Hills. It was pretty fucking intense, and I only had a little bit of water. Forgot to refill on my way out, and it was pretty harsh. I was affected by the heat, and I got home and I was just like not in a partying mood or anything, and I just kind of died, knocked out. On Saturday, I got everything I had to do for the wedding. Got that haircut. Went to go pick up my suit, and that's about it for Saturday, kind of thing. And then Sunday was the wedding, and today I spent it at In-N-Out. So there's that. What about you, Jeff?
I already went, dude.
Got him.
You all right over there?
No. my ears still hurt.
Edwin not paying attention to the conversation is nothing new. But you know what is new? Cue the news jingle, because the news is here. And today, there you go. I actually really need to start using that Steam Deck. But anyways, avocados are no longer banned. So millennials and Zoomers rejoice. The avocados are back.
Yeah, do you know what was at the wedding? Avocado toast pieces.
Well,
You know?
No, they called them mini elotes. That's what they were
Yeah, it
calling
was
them.
No
kinda
fucking
weird.
way. There's no fucking way.
That's what the lady told me when she was like, "Do you want this?" And she said like it's like a mini elote.
Yeah,
All right,
I heard it a lot there as well. But
Dude,
anyways,
that was avocado toast, right?
basically. So
Okay.
avocados are back. They resumed. The exporting from Mexico to the U.S. has resumed as of today. So we record on Mondays. So as of Monday of this week, avocados will be hitting the shelves yet again. So no need to fear. If y'all remember, the avocados were banned originally because an inspector was threatened, and they said, "You know what? Fuck you guys and your avocados. Y'all ain't coming here in the U.S. anymore. Illegal avocados." But they said they basically, the U.S. and Mexico and the agencies in Mexico and stuff, they all decided that we're going to enact more safety measures for the inspectors, and that everything's fine now.
Okay.
So cool beans. I guess the narcos in Mexico aren't allowed to make threats anymore. And now that we've settled that baseline, then now we're good again.
Yep, no more narcos in Mexico.
Yeah.
We did it, guys.
Well, they're still there, but anyways, that's good news. This is sad news? ? The ratings for the Olympics are record low. If anybody
Hell
that
yeah.
still cares for the Olympics, the Winter Olympics have been taking place, believe it or not. And yeah, I guess it's been a complete shit show. Nobody's really been watching. It's been a 42% drop compared to the 2018 Winter Games. And
People don't generally watch the Winter Olympics, though, do they? I thought it was the other one that's like the main attraction.
I don't watch the Olympics, period.
yeah,
was
I mean, even
boring.
the original Olympic, like the main Olympics, is also dropping every year. I don't really know what they can do to fix that, because I think we've talked about the Olympics
Steroids.
before. Because I think one of the points I had made before was that since the world is so globalized now, it's like there's no real connection with your country anymore, and things like the Olympics don't really matter because, everyone's just doing everything now. You have, just in food alone, you have literally everything here in the U.S. Like sushi. What else? You got ramen, Korean barbecue. You got Greek food, German food. You got all the foods here, and your sense of like American pride doesn't. Maybe that's what kind of makes you not care about the Olympics anymore and whether or not America wins.
I think that's more of a suburb kind of thing, city kind of thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like the Olympics, they're cool. If I don't know. I don't know.
Were you the one that told me that they were just privileged sports?
The Olympics?
Yeah, or was it when we were talking about skiing and hockey, or no, skiing and snowboarding?
Yeah, that's privileged sport.
Yeah, so that's basically the Winter Olympics, right? It's just all ice stuff and like who could what kids can afford ice skates?
Yeah, I mean
snowboards and skis. It's just privileged white people, dude.
I was at Trapplebee's with my brothers, and that's how I knew that the Olympics were even up. And oddly enough, so we're watching I think it's a 4-man sledding competition. You guys know what that is?
Yeah, the bobsled.
The bobsled. Yeah. So at the start of it, the 4 guys are holding onto handles and running that thing down, and they jump into the sled, and then down they go. I saw a Jamaican team competing.
Yeah, cool runnings, bro.
And I was like, what the hell? Like how do they even practice this kind of thing in Jamaica?
Yeah, that's the thing. For countries like that, just 2 weeks ago, I think the Brazilian team took a nasty spill. They all just fell off the bobsled because I don't know, nerves, and they don't get to practice as much. And the only piece of content that I've watched for the Olympics was the Mexican and the American dude figure skating. Now, I watched the Mexican dude, and he had a story of how like he has such a hard time, doing his craft in Mexico because there's not enough ice rinks or anything of that, nature. And then he gets absolutely bullied and stuff. So when he was up there doing his thing, he was doing great, but he wasn't landing any of his tricks. He was just kind of like wobbling and stumbling through them.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like he's doing great, but continue.
And then he went for the main trick, I think he tried to do a triple spin, and he fell. Oh. He just absolutely fell. And then, in contrast, I watched the American guy, which is the Lionel Messi of figure skating, and it was incredible.
Brian Boitano?
No, it was something. Is that Blades of Glory reference?
No, Brian Boitano was like a figure skater in like the 90s. I don't know. I only know about him from South Park.
I think this guy's name is Jonathan Shen, but he's the Lionel Messi of figure skating now. And he was doing quadruple swirls left and right, and that's his signature move. And then the Mexican kid couldn't land a triple spin and ended up falling on the ice. Yeah. But I watched the YouTube videos with the comments for both of them, and it was just a lot of for the Mexican one, it was like, oh, Viva Mexico, we're proud of you, all this stuff. And it was just a lot of Mexican people. And then I saw the American one, and it's more the same for American side, and I was just like, this really matters to some people. And I liked it. I mean, that was pretty cool to see, just the outpouring of support, even though, in Mexico, he gets largely bullied for figure skating. People on the internet that were Mexican were kind of just going down through it, just pouring support for this young man.
So I guess folks don't really give a whole lot of live support as far as viewership goes, but then later on, if they see a clip or something on YouTube or anywhere else, they'll watch it and feel some level of camaraderie.
I feel like sports in general are going that direction, though. Because they're so damn hard to watch. I watch most of my soccer on YouTube. Yeah, so there's that.
Well, yeah. Well, there it is. The Olympics are tanking it again. And no clue how they can turn that thing around. All right.
Steroids.
Well, I'd make it interesting, but all right. So let's move on to the topic for today. The three of us attended a very, very important wedding.
It was a good friend Vince's wedding.
Yeah. You guys want to give a rating?
Dude, it's a 10 out of 10.
I haven't been to much weddings, but it's easily the best one I've ever been to.
Okay. The best
rating? The fuck is this, dude?
I just wanted to spark up a little controversy.
Yeah,
I mean, just a little bit.
Edwin, I mean,
is
yeah,
no one
I
here
mean,
upset
10 out
that
of
they
10.
weren't selected as groomsmen? Am I the only one? Are we not allowed to say this?
I mean, nah.
Let's not.
I think Vince made a good choice.
I don't know. Yeah, his groomsmen were very solid. Very solid. I can see why
I think the
chose them.
best man was a good choice as well.
You know, at the end of
the mid promotion,
at the end of the day, I was glad I was selected because it was cutthroat. It was cutthroat, and we were selected. We were considered worthy. Guys, so let's pat ourselves in the back a little bit. I mean, let's talk about the wedding.
Wedding was beautiful, man.
The venue was really, really nice. And everything from the music to the lighting to the flow of the wedding itself, it felt like things were happening. And that was cool. Because I've been to way too many weddings where you're kind of just sitting there thinking to yourself, like, when am I going to leave? But this one was nice. It was engaging.
I was getting kind of angsty about the food, but when it happened, you know, like
the food.
dessert was
the
there.
food was amazing, dude.
The food was great.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about the food for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So for the folks at home, and y'all are considering getting married, definitely going with a smaller wedding looks like it's the way to go. Because if y'all are Mexican, you ever been to a Mexican wedding? It's guaranteed there's gonna be barbacoa, frijoles, and arroz.
Birria.
Yeah, birria. Something that can be easily mass produced because it's gonna be a lot of people at this wedding. But when you choose to have a smaller wedding, like that one we attended, the food was quality. It was very, very good. Easily the best food I've had at a wedding.
This is the only wedding, so yes, it is by default the best food I've had at a wedding.
Yeah, it was good.
It is also the best food I've had at a wedding, but I've been to more than Edwin. So
yeah, what was the meat? What was that meat called?
I don't know. It was kind of like a chuck roast, right?
Yeah,
yeah. It was so tender, dude. I think damn, it just melted in your mouth. It was so good.
The chicken, dude,
chicken was good.
I like barely tapped it with the fork, and it just like split.
And we were able to choose both.
Yeah,
just think about that at home, folks.
That was the best. They gave us
not just one, not just having to make the tough decision and thinking to yourself, "Damn, what could have been." No,
dude,
you can have both.
You could have the chicken and the beef.
I was in line, and this lady behind me said, "Can I have a second piece?" And I was like, "The fuck."
We could do that.
I was like, dude, what? This is like, you could just ask for 2 pieces of beef. But at the end of the day, I was expecting the beef to be like steaky, and it was more roast beefy.
It was just like super tender, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'd press my fork against it and it just split, and like juices would come off of it. Ugh, God,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So 10 out of 10.
Even the salad, dude. Even the salad was top tier.
The salad was great. I think they had a lot of Parmesan on it, which gave it so much flavor. You know,
it was excellent. And then obviously, I can't give it up enough to the bride and groom. It was So they gave us several magical moments, and they're truly in love, and it was quite a sight to behold.
Bro, I choked up during the reception. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
I choked up a little.
I teared up twice, my guy. It was so good.
I think I teared up when she was dancing with her dad a little.
That's when I
was
teared
"Aw."
up.
Oh, same.
Aw,
I was just like,
Ed was like, I wish I had a dad.
bro.
I
And
wish
then
I had
David
a dad
was
to dance with.
nah, dude. So I was watching them dance, and then David like nudges me. And he's like, "Look at Vince," and I looked at Vince, the biggest smile on his
Yeah,
face,
mhm.
and then I got watery again.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was nice, man. It was super. Everything was great. When I said rating at the start, it wasn't because I was gonna give it a low rating. Top marks, excellent wedding. Yeah, I mean, I hope whenever I get married, it's just as good. Because damn, that
Dude, I was
awesome.
looking around to see if if people were like tearing up, because I was like, I can't be the only one who's out here fucking bawling. And I didn't cry, but it was like my eyes were just absolutely, when your eyes are burning because
Yeah.
you got tears in them.
Mhm.
I was just like, dude, just don't let it out. Don't let it out. And I saw, Ceci dance with her dad, and I was just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, so we attended a wedding, and we figured, you know what, why don't we talk about just weddings in general today?
Yeah, I mean,
we're all getting at that age, man.
Did Leslie bring up weddings with you?
So she
And how
brings
you
it
guys-
up every day.
How you guys
every
would
day.
go about yours? I know it's a conversation
we
I
were
had.
definitely observant, and we were thinking like, oh yeah, I like that. There was a lot to like, and things that we're probably gonna like, ideas that we might steal. We'll see.
Like it.
But yeah, I mean, we're all at that age where everyone's getting married, and I mean, there's gonna be another wedding soon, right, Edwin?
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
Edwin,
I was like,
hesitation.
I have another wedding to go to. Yeah.
Damn, I
But-
don't know what the hezzy,
No.
what the
I
hesitation.
definitely think I'm gonna marry Denise. It's on the
Oh.
podcast now, so
Dude, oh,
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
Uh-oh.
but that's not just because she listens to this podcast, but
Why don't you just do it right now over the podcast? You're not down.
Dude,
I'm just kidding. Okay.
I ain't got no. I
Nah,
got
I'm
that
putting
sort
you
of
on the
money,
spot.
dude.
I'm
I
putting you
got
on
that
the
sort of
spot.
money.
Well, when you guys were younger, I mean, I can't be the only one who kind of try to plan out their lives a little bit, at least like how the 20s would go. Did you guys ever think like, you know what, by this age, I want to be married?
In high school,
Honestly, no.
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
It's a no for me. I don't know.
In high school, I thought having a kid
I
at
never had my life
27.
mapped out.
Having a kid at 27?
Yeah,
That's
I
what you
thought
wanted?
having a kid at 27 was gonna be the perfect time to start my life as a dad.
Uh-huh.
And for wedding, I just never really thought about the wedding itself. I was just talking to Denise about this. Like, I don't really jive with the religious portion of like what is it called? The vow? No, not the vows, but like
The ceremony?
the
Yeah, the
ceremony
ceremony.
where
How could you say that?
I
I'm
just
clutching my
don't.
pearls as we speak.
it's like the woman is supposed to serve, and like they spell it out, and it's just so weird. It's so
I mean,
outdated.
That's not what happened at all at the one we,
It was there. It was definitely there.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was there, but it was presented
It was
in
like
a
on
way
both
where both
sides.
sides, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was like you take care of her and she takes care of you.
Yeah, the other weddings, like I've been to smaller, tiny, like city hall weddings. When they
Mhm.
start saying that kind of stuff, it's just kind of like, that's outdated, bro.
Like, you will dedicate yourself to this man.
Yeah, you will do everything he
You will
needs,
do everything.
and then
You will
you
fulfill his every need.
you will forgive him. And I'm just like, dude, that makes it sound so damn gross. Like, there's no expectation on me on this wedding other than they just say
Yeah,
provide.
you just gotta be there, dude.
It's like, hey, you Just provide, all right? Don't be a complete dick.
Yeah, just provide and love her a little bit, you know? And then it's just like the lady just gets like, be a servant to him, you know, all this bullshit. I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, come on, man. We need to change. We need to change this shit up.
Yeah. I personally thought when I was around maybe the age of 16, 17 years old, I said, you know what? At 25, I'm going to be married, going to have kids, a house, the whole 9 yards, right? And rip to that. I'm not going to say I'm not even close, but obviously the 25 years of age have passed me by, and I'm totally okay now with waiting. I kind of have to be okay, but even before my relationship with Leslie right now, I was already under the impression that like, okay, next maybe 35 now. I'll give myself another 10 years. See how it goes. But
I think when it happens when you're ready. It's mostly when you're ready, you know? Just to set yourself a limit like a 35 now is just you're setting yourself up for failure, and it's another thing to kind of feel bad at if you reach and you're not married or anything, you know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I also kind of feel like you need to set a bar somewhere, because if you're never setting those kind of things or goals, then I fear that like time will just keep passing you by, and then before you know it, you're 40. Before you know it, you're 50, and I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally get it. You know, of course, you do have to have goals. You have to progress and keep moving forward. You know, but the whole house thing. One of my friends just hit me up. She moved to Florida, and she's like, "Oh, we just bought a house," and I was just like,
"What?
The fuck? Like, damn,
how you do that?"
I'm so I'm so jealous, dude. Shit. And then she's like, "Dude, the house was like $100,000," and I was just like, "What?
Yeah, what the fuck? Is this a shack? What's going on here?"
Well,
it's by the bayou in Florida. They got gators in the back,
halfway in the swamp.
Yeah, I was just like, "Shit, dude, what am I doing?"
I mean, I think that's the biggest. Is it a speed bump? I think it is, because when you're in a relationship and you're in love, you might be inclined to like get married now and do the thing now, but then you realize that the house part is like, oh shit,
all these things cost money.
That's a lot of money.
I honestly don't like when it comes to weddings. I like would rather prefer a small innocuous wedding, and then blow that money that I'm gonna blow on the wedding on an unforgettable experience, or a down payment for a house, you know?
Yeah, but as the men, we have very little say in that.
Oh, I've talked about it with Denise.
KW.
I've talked about it with Denise. I told her we do what I want here. And
she'll serve.
I like it.
And she'll serve. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. All right. Well.
Good shit, Edwin. Good shit, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I heard a friend's girlfriend asking me, "You think I could beat him up?" And that's when I knew he was not handling his woman right. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Put her in line.
Just kidding. It's just one of those things that you kind of just talk with your partner about, and
yeah, man,
we're in the same page.
Yeah, and the thing with like owning a home, especially in California, is that it takes the whole fairy tale thing totally out of the relationship, because it's when big purchases like that come around, you start really realizing like what kind of tax bracket you're in and what your life is really going to look like. It's when you stop thinking like life's like a fairy tale, and that, you know, as long as we love each other, everything is going to be fine. Because I mean, it may not matter to us now because we're still single without kids, right? Like, we're in a relationship, but when I mean single, I mean not married.
Yeah.
So we don't have kids yet, so we don't have to really think about the whole, are you living in a decent neighborhood? What are the schools like? Can my kids walk on the sidewalk? Or, all these questions. And then once you start realizing why certain neighborhoods cost more than others, is when you're like, oh, okay. I see now. So yeah, I mean, it takes a ton of preparation, but hey, it's just one of those things that at some point we hope we can get ready for. And I guess since we're still talking about weddings, are we allowed to say what we got Vince for his wedding gift? Or
Mine got delivered today. But he's not home. He's in Cancun.
Oh, okay. That's where he went to for his honeymoon?
Yeah.
Sick.
But I got him a food processor.
Food processor?
Yeah, I think that's a great gift for the babies.
Yeah, it's like
and
one
stuff.
of those things that like cuts food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can make like your own homemade Gerber or whatever the hell. And then, you could also, there's a lot of recipes that, to my dismay, require a food processor. And
gotta get yourself one now.
Yeah, I don't have one, so I might just get one too.
I gave him some cold hard cash.
Really?
Just cash. That's it.
Oh,
I mean, I put it in a card and I, sent 2 sentences, but that was it. Just some monies.
I got him a waffle maker.
Ooh.
Waffle
makers are lit. I recently gave one to my girlfriend's parents, and they used it right away. Waffle makers are the shit.
Yeah, and I did like 4 sentences.
Oh, 4 sentences. Damn, better than me.
You should hear Edwin's. I think it was like 1 sentence, if that.
Mine was like 2.
Okay. Yeah. Same.
Yeah. And it's just like, yo, I'll be here. I'm happy to be here on your day, your special day, and I'll be here for the rest of your life, hopefully.
Wow.
Menacingly.
Yeah, what's like? I try to think like, what should I get them for as a gift? And obviously, like they set up a registry and all that, which is very helpful. But I felt like a lot of those things are just, I don't know. It was weird, but I thought to myself, isn't this all the kind of stuff that you just buy yourself?
But it's for weddings. Traditionally, you want to set them up for like their home.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah,
start building towards that.
I guess that's why I just gave them money so they can go. I figured if I gave them money, they would go do the shopping themselves, and then it could be another experience.
Wait, hold on a second. A record scratch here.
What?
Did any of you guys witness the consummation of the wedding? Can this wedding be annulled today?
Jesus Christ.
Well, they have a kid, so
yeah, they have a child together. So I think it's safe to say.
I'm just joking.
Damn, Edwin. So first you need to witness the consummation. You're putting your woman in line. I don't know.
Edwin practices prima nocta.
What the fuck does that mean? What's prima nocta?
What is that? I want to know.
Explain.
You guys have never seen Braveheart?
No.
I mean, I have, but
well, yeah,
I can't
like
remember.
For freedom.
No, like the part why he was fighting for freedom.
No.
Because he married the girl and the king had to hit her. The king had to have her first. Yeah, prima nocta.
Ugh. No, wait. Dude, no, hell no. I was not saying that. Definitely not saying that. I was kind of imagining the Game of Thrones scene with Sansa. And
no.
That's worse.
No, but like the people were outside, right? They were like listening in or some shit.
When she got raped by fucking what's his name?
We're not talking about that. I'm not talking.
Exactly.
Wait, isn't there like
you're not helping your cause?
Jesus, I'm burying myself in this hole. I was talking about like witnessing.
We were talking about gifts, Edwin. How do you go from that to this?
Ah, Jesus. Let's go back to houses.
Oh my God.
I just burned my house down. Let's talk about let's talk about other houses not made of straws.
So definitely not going to Edwin's wedding. It's kind of sketch.
Yep. Mm-mm.
Kind of sketch.
It was supposed to take it's supposed
You're
to
not
be a
even
joke.
you're not even gonna have it at a church. I don't know. I'm clutching my pearls.
The Lord isn't even gonna be there.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm.
There's gonna be sacrifices, goat sacrifices. You know the works.
I actually don't intend on really getting married in the church either. It's something weird about having to get like one of the fathers, because I'm like, my family's Catholic, to get one of them to approve you for getting married there. But
Isn't it like a whole process? You got to go through like counseling.
yeah, they gotta.
And there's like other steps.
They gotta make sure that you're quality, I guess. That you're part of the church.
So some guy's gonna implement like his standards of what a relationship should be on yours.
Well, they're supposed to be God standards, right? Which, I mean, I could respect, but maybe that's just the non-practicing Catholic in me that doesn't care about their standards. So,
Well, have you done your
it's kinda
first
strange.
communion?
Yeah, I did my first communion.
Have you done your confirmation?
No, I don't think so.
Because if you haven't done
Nope,
your confirmation,
That's a no for me too,
you
dog.
can't get married.
Yeah, I know. So I'd have to go through all that.
And then there's another one, no? Or is that the last
No,
one?
that's the last one. It's the confirmation. It's in the name, dude. You're confirming your religion
Ah,
to
jeez.
God.
I don't know. It's so outdated to me. I think the city hall thing, shake hands with everyone, and go on your way.
What about like an officiated wedding with like a
referee?
guy who no, like yeah, you can get a referee. No, just a guy like an ordained minister, but it's one of your homies. I think that's the way to do it.
That's kind of cool.
That like because that's what Ceci and Vince. I don't know if he was a pastor or whatever, but that was her godfather.
That was
that was nice.
That was nice.
So good.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Touch.
It was personal because it was someone who was close to them.
Yep. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I think something like that would be cool. For sure. I don't know who would be the one to do it, because I don't really have like I mean, she had her godfather do it, and I have godparents as well, but I mean, I rarely ever talk to them. They don't even send me money. Like, what kind of godparents are those, dude? Not even sending me money? What the kind of bullshit is that?
Oh, so Denise has a friend who's a lawyer. That totally reminded me of this.
Yeah, it's Alex. We were there. We saw him.
Oh yeah,
At the
Alex is
wedding.
a lawyer. Yeah, at the wedding. But he has a friend who is a lawyer. You brought up houses and stuff, and there's this like crazy clause that realtors can put into your contract that they can then use later to say that you were trying to scam them, and then they end up with the house at the very end, even though you were making the payments. So this dude became a lawyer, and he was going through his class, and then they were talking about housing and how this clause can be put into people's like unsuspecting people's like contracts, and he noticed that his contract had the same clause, and he sued them and got the house in return. Isn't that fucking crazy? That put the fear of God in me, where I was just like, wait a second, someone could take my hard-earned money, right? And I want to buy this house with all good intentions of paying fully for it, but at the end they can be like, he was trying to scam me for this house. And he's like, yeah, they could do that. They can end up with the house at the very end.
Sadly enough, that's what happened to my parents.
What the fuck, dude?
When we were in the process of selling the house, the realtors were like, "No, it's actually our house." It's like, what? It's like, yeah, y'all got 30 days to get out.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I was much too young back then. I was like in middle school to really know about the real world, but the real world definitely showed itself to me. And that's why that's one of the reasons why I don't trust realtors.
That's insane. Yeah, that
happened.
That fucking sucks, Frantic. I'm absolutely sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it definitely set us back, for sure. I think that was the last time that we... Was that the last time we owned a house? No, I think we owned one more. And then, yeah. But, yeah, that blowed for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know about this. That's fucking insane. I have to definitely converse with this lawyer friend and
because it's real, for sure.
get some information, because that shit is crazy.
Yeah, it does happen. And, I mean, that's when I used to live in Mariloma. And then that's what that happened. But yeah. Anyways, what else?
Fuck.
Y'all, is that can't be where we end the
Dude,
the
I'm
episode.
just
ended on a depressing note.
Yeah, my house is on fire right now. I fucked that up.
Jeff, please lighten the mood.
Save us, Jeff.
Come.
Oh shit! There it is.
Well, there
That's
it
the end of the
is. There you
podcast.
go.
A
I
happy
guess that's
ending.
it.
A happy ending.
I saved it, boys. I brought it back.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just go into closing thoughts then.
That brings us to the end of our episode.
You got
That's
any?
not closing
you got
thoughts.
any
bro.
closing
Oh
thoughts?
shit, dude! I'm fucked up.
Jesus.
I know it
I'm
just
the one
wants
who's
to
on
end
like
it.
3 hours of sleep, and I'm doing
All
better
right, all
than
right,
you.
all right, all right. Yeah, well,
Oh,
you guys
shit, get a lawyer.
get a lawyer up.
Have a lawyer on retainer.
That
and
is
just,
the
you
moral.
know,
The moral of today's story is to get a lawyer.
have one on retainer, folks.
Yep. Yeah. For buying
you're
houses,
gonna
for getting married, for everything.
You know?
We didn't even
Very
talk about. We
legally
didn't even
cannot
talk
fuck
about
you.
prenups. Is that an important thing to talk about when talking about weddings?
Well, if you ain't no punk, you know.
When is it okay to get a prenup?
I think it's one of those things where if you have a bunch of money, if you already have the money and then you meet them, maybe. But if you
Well, how does that
have the money,
How's that conversation?
with them,
How's that
you know?
conversation arise?
I think if you're a self-made man and you're already own properties and all that stuff, and
if you're 50 years old and you're marrying a 20-year-old, and then you should probably get a
that
prenup.
could be a good time to start it. Yeah, that conversation. No, I totally follow though. If you have nothing and you and your partner built it together, then like, what are you doing, guy?
Yeah,
That conversation should not even be a thing. But cool. Well, yeah, that was it. Yes, that is my closing thoughts.
slightly better. Get a prenup.
Don't get a prenup.
Don't get
marry
yeah,
the
yeah,
right
yeah.
person. Don't if
leap of faith.
yeah. You know,
Leap
fuck
of
it.
faith.
Yeah, why not?
All right. That brings us to the end of our episode. You can reach us at our website, tiltednoster.com, or at our Instagram. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
Peace.